All right, everybody, welcome to Public Works and Finance Committee. First on our agenda is the approval of last month's minutes from August 14th.
I want to approve them.
Any issues with last month's
Nope.
minutes?
I don't see any issues.
Okay. Next is Sarah Banks up here with the disbursement report for August 2023.
All right. Looking at the accounts payable report for month ending August 31st, 2023, major expenditures totaled $3,811,837.01. Payroll was $1,362,197. And I just have 4 project payments and a quarterly fees payment to point out. The first one, the quarterly fees for Whitcomb, months July through September were $208.16. We had our first payment for a sewer project on South Lincoln Street, on Lincoln Street south of Public Avenue. And that was $81,976.43. We had our third payment for the Lily Street construction, and that was $123,577.16. Almond Ashbury Alley project, payment 3 and 4 was $586,817.85, and then payment 9 for Booster Station Phase 2 totaled $80,037.50.
Summer.
I know.
Yeah.
That freaked me out the first time. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah, it's summer. Okay.
Yes,
And
and
a lot
so
of money
many
for sewers.
Yeah.
exactly.
Do you have any questions?
I don't. I feel like you do.
Two questions.
Okay, I have 2 questions too, so go ahead.
Can you remind us on Lily Street we're in the third payment? How many payments are there? There's 5, correct?
It's not defined.
It's not
These are
defined.
monthly progress payments, and so they'll be paid until the project is completed, and then
Okay.
retainage is released. I think the project was intended to be wrapped up this fall. I see they've got curbing in, working on concrete that precedes paving. So I'd expect the project to be wrapped up sometime by mid to late November, punch list items. And so final pay request, we might see December or January once we're getting to retainage release.
Okay. So they're just submitting what they're doing.
It's always progress payments on construction. The work that's been completed gets billed out, and then that gets paid.
That kind of dovetails into my next question. For the bridge, now that the handrails are up, we'll probably be having a final payment for that.
We'll be working through that process. That'll
For
probably
closeout.
take a month or 2, I would guess, just working through some of the delays in potential liquidated damages and other items. That'll take some time. That could be 3 or 4 months to work that out with the contractor.
Okay.
The handrail felt good though.
I did see
Mhm.
it.
I touched it and I shook it and it felt
It
good.
looked good. Looked good.
Felt good.
I just have some pretty random questions, Sarah. So this will be a test of your memory because it's just, like something that catches
Got
your
the
eye.
book.
I
And
know.
you're like, huh, what's that? And so, not. So under receipts in rec and culture, there was over $4,000 in donations. Like, did we just have a great month where people were donating money, or do people donate regularly?
I can see actually I have them all laid out here if you want to know what they are. It's the Mayor's Golf Tournament donation for 15. Actually, there's one for 1,500, 275, 275, 300. Well, actually, all of it except for $84 was the golf tournament.
Okay.
So there you go on that one.
I thought people were just nice and donating money. And I was like, well, how do we get on that list?
Well,
That's
they
a
were.
nice thing to donate money
You're
to.
enjoying golf too.
Yeah.
And then the other thing was under major expenditures, it said it was a down payment on an e-bike. Who's getting an e-bike?
Probably Moscow Police
Yeah,
Department.
that's where
Figured
we
that's who
have
it
them.
was.
I can look on here and see if it says it.
Yeah, I saw an officer on an e-bike just the other day.
It
They used to
doesn't
have the
actually.
That's the
Just
only
be
department that would have an e-bike.
That's the only
so
department that has
yes.
one. Okay. I just wondered. Those were my random
Oh.
little
Well, I think
questions
that was great.
things that caught my attention.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to approve and authorize the use of digital signatures to sign the disbursement report?
I would.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Next on our agenda, I'll let her. I can't
Go
ever
ahead,
say this
try
right.
it.
Musk.
Bird Fest.
I really want to say Musktoberfest.
Me too.
Same here.
Musktoberfest. Alcohol use request in the entertainment district.
So you're stuck
It
with
sounds like I've been imbibing at Musktoberfest.
you're stuck with me instead of Amanda today. She has the day off. I'm not here to request an e-bike.
What?
No, so
Just wondered. I just wondered.
So the chamber is back to seeking to host their third Musktoberfest on our Saturday, October 7th from 4 to 8 p.m. The same footprint as they've operated the last 3 years. They anticipate, I think, up to 10 beer and wine vendors, up to 6 food vendors, and then 6 additional vendors facilitating different games and activities, as you've seen in the past. The event's already been reviewed and approved by the staff that would look at this. And so following the procedures that are outlined in code, they are seeking approval for the temporary suspension to serve alcohol at the event during that 4 to 8 p.m. And so our recommendation or ask today is that you recommend approval of this resolution to the full council. And then I would note that staff from the chamber is here if you have any detailed questions.
I do have one question. It's been on my mind. Some folks have been asking me, and it might actually be a chamber question. I'm not sure. But are we doing any sort of survey or outreach to the businesses downtown to be like, are you liking this? How is the response? I love it myself, but not at the detriment of not being able to sell books or tacos. So have you heard anything, either one of you?
I'm unaware from a city staff perspective
Okay.
that we've heard anything negative or done, I suppose, a formal survey of any
Yeah.
kind.
A formal survey hasn't been.
Oh, I think you got to come up. Sorry.
A formal survey hasn't been done to my knowledge, but there is substantial sales to each of the vendors that are there. And since it takes place from 4 to 8, typically businesses like Book People that aren't doing these are closed.
Okay.
But they do have the opportunity to come and be active in participation. So we don't
Okay.
just do beer or food, but there are activities. So Magenta takes place every year. They come
Okay.
down and actually participate. So we haven't heard any.
So it's not like hurting restaurant sales or,
It's actually, we've heard it helps.
okay.
CASA's always busy. And we do talk to our Downtown Business Association about these events that are happening
Okay,
to make sure that they are preparing for an influx of traffic.
great.
That will be something I bring up with Sam to see if we,
Okay.
the executive director, to see if we want to do any type of surveying. But so far we haven't done any.
Okay, because I think I like them, but when everything's shut down, I start to worry a little bit. So that's great. Thank you.
Thanks.
I just have a question for you, Cody or Bill. So this event is the Moscow Chamber is the one that gets the license to do it.
Mhm.
So how do we decide who gets to shut down Main Street and how? Do you just have to apply? Could I have the Julia Parker birthday fundraiser downtown if I applied for it? I mean, I'm not, but
Yeah, I mean,
know.
individual entities can apply to have events in the downtown core.
and
It's really a first come, first served basis.
and those entities have to pay for police.
Traffic control, street
Traffic
closure, the permit application fee itself. That covers the staff time to prepare the resolution, bring it forward to the council for approval, and street closure. With the chamber, per our agreement, they are to conduct 3 community events. So we contract with the chamber for both tourism, marketing, and community events. And so they have 3 events. So typically with the chamber, we will waive the permit fee, but they will have to pay for the street closure costs. So they cover our hard costs associated with the event.
Okay, thanks. So would you like to recommend approval of the resolution allowing for the temporary suspension of the open container law within the event footprint of Musktoberfest?
Yep. And I'd
Yes.
say go to consent.
Okay,
I agree with that.
thank you.
Thanks, Cody.
Sorry, there was no pun there, though. Missed the pun.
Hi. Next on our agenda is a proposed lot line adjustment at 1020 Palouse River Drive and 2000 South Mountain View Road with Amy Henrik.
Yes, thank you for having me. For your consideration today, as you stated, there's a lot line adjustment for 1020 Palouse River Drive and 2000 South Mountain View Road. Short presentation for you. These are the subject properties here, just north of Palouse River Drive. As you see, one is a vacant lot, the other is contained a single-family home. Current zoning of those lots, the vacant lot is R4, and the lot with the single-family home is Farm Ranch. And in those zoning designations, in the Farm Ranch Outdoor Recreational Zoning District, there's a lot minimum of 3 acres. The lot width minimum is 125 feet, and the side yard setback is 25 feet. As I said, this contains a single-family home. And then the lot address 2000 South Mountain View. It's located within the R4 district multifamily. Those lot minimums are 5,000 square feet per lot or 600 square feet per dwelling unit. Minimum lot width is 50 feet. The side yard setback is a total of 15, but a combined total of 15 with a minimum of 5, and is currently vacant land. Both of these lots and the structure meet all respective zoning requirements. As you can see, 1020 Palouse River Drive currently sits at 7.03 acres. 2000 South Mountain View sits at 12.24 acres. This lot line adjustment would shift the western lot line to the east, increasing 1020 Palouse River Drive from from the previous 7.03 to 8.85, and increase 2000 South Mountain View decrease Mountain View to 10.42 acres. This is a survey showing the proposed lot line adjustment, just shifting that lot line to the east. And today's staff recommendation would be to approve the lot line adjustment with no conditions. And I'd be happy to take any questions.
I always want to have questions on this, but I don't have any.
Yeah, I mean,
Please
they're
go
just
for it.
creating a buffer for the single-family home, it looks like.
Or any type of R4 in there. Because it could be single family or it could be multifamily, right?
Correct.
Oh, you're saying that for the single family, that's
It's
right.
existing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds okay to me.
I say we approve it, yeah.
Consent.
Excellent.
Sounds
Thank you.
good.
Sadie?
Anything else?
That is it this afternoon.
Nice.
I don't have anything. That was.
Well, that's impressive. Should we wait till it rolls to 13?
No, done.
Adjourn. We're adjourning.